Okay, so here's some of our data, not counting the top quintile. The reason I'm not printing the top quintile yet is it'll become difficult to see any of these lines if I print the highest category on top, because it's off the charts here. Alright, so now we want to do a linear regression in Excel. This is called a trend analysis, and it's the line that fits this curve, a linear line that fits this curve with the least variation, or the least deviation. The sum of the differences between the line and each of the points is at a minimum. So we can select this, then we can add trend line for it. So now we see there's a line drawn over that. We have some options. We could do linear or non-linear versions. We're going to keep the linear version now. We're also going to add some options. I'm clicking on the options because I want to display the equation for the line, and R squared, which is how well the line fits the data that we have right now. R squared is what's using correlation. So if we have two lines, we can correlate them by, in part, using the I-square statistic, R-square statistics. So accept OK. Now I want to blow this up more. So for a second here, I'm going to change this scale to 300, and then drag so we can see what's going on here in the recorded area. So this is the y-intercept, or $19,077 is the y-intercept. So that would be the first year of this trend. And then the number of dollars increase per year for this line is $383. So over the last 30 years, 31 years, the income has increased by that much. The R value is how close to a line is this thing that we're going over, is 0.88. That's a pretty strong number that we won't get into here. Alright, so I can shrink this back down again just so that we can see. Oh, better shrink it more. Okay, now I'm going to want to do the trend analysis, the trend line on this one. Again, we want the same options. The type we want by default is linear, so we have that here. I'm going to do it for all three, and then we'll look at what the equations are. Add trend line, options with the equation, and then for the last one, okay, so we have them all. I'm going to blow it up again so we can look at them. So we see the bottom group had been increasing by $383 and some per year on average for the last 30 years. The people from 20 to 30 at 609. The people from 30 to 40 rose at 927, and then the top group rose at 1,485. That was a phone.